I wanted to tell you this in person, and it so happens to be on the podcast.
So, how did becoming parents change or impact your marriage?
And I'm like, I've never been without provision. Like,
wow,
you
come
know?
on, Sam.
And like
wow.
sometimes I'm still like, I have things to do. Like, I gotta finish eating myself.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Light Podcast. I'm so glad and honored that you decided to tune in to this episode. But before we jump into this fruitful conversation, I want to share two things with you. One being Light Ministry is partnering with Elevated Faith. Spreading the gospel doesn't have to be challenging. Rather, it can be really simple, whether that is wearing a t-shirt or a hoodie or something that points people to Christ. And for me, one of the ways I do that is through my apparel, but also through my phone case. I've had this for a couple years now. I actually need to get a new one. But it says Bible emergency hotlines, and it says like stress, worry, lonely, bitter, and it has scripture attached to it. So if someone is feeling a certain emotion, one that's easy reference for me, but also I've seen the ways where I will place my phone somewhere and someone will look at it and be encouraged by it. So if you head to Elevated Faith, you can use our code BALIGHT15 for 15% off at checkout. And for easy access, the link will be in our bio. All right, now it's time to introduce our guest. This week's friend is one whose heart for faith, family, and intentional living is woven into her everyday life. How do I know? Because I have a front row seat to all that God is doing in and through her life. Mrs. Samantha Maynard is a devoted wife and mom who is passionate about encouraging women to trust God with their plans, their pace, and their process. She believes that discipleship can happen in the ordinary moments, whether that's through the way that we live, the way that we love, and the way that we lead, especially in our own home. We've walked through so many different seasons together, whether that was dating, engagement, being in her wedding, and now getting to watch her raise and disciple her son has been so inspiring. I am so confident that this episode is going to encourage you as Sam shares very transparently, but also authentically what this journey has been like. All right, let's get into today's episode. Hi, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Light. Light stands for Living in God's Heavenly Truth podcast. And today, per usual, you're probably used to me saying this by now, but we have a special guest on the podcast. And I hope you're tuning in on YouTube, because if you are, you already see her. This is Mrs. Sam Maynard. And yes, it's Mrs. because she's married. It's so sweet to have her on the podcast because we've walked through so many seasons together. And by the title of Raising Little Disciples, you can tell that she is not only a wife, but she's also a mom. So I'm so excited for us to talk about my nephew. He's so handsome. So yeah, that's what this episode is going to be about. So let's dive in. So let's talk about how we became friends. That was through small group, maybe 3-4 years ago.
Oh
my gosh. Anyways, it's been a few years.
Half the episodes I was trying to
figure out what date. Yeah. So we've known each other for a good bit, and we met through small group, and it's so cool how like God is so intentional about that, because we became friends. Like the Lord is so kind, and I'm just so grateful for how we've walked through singleness, through you getting engaged,
all the things,
to
all the
your
seasons,
wedding, and to now baby Titus.
Yes.
It's been really cool. It's like get a front row seats, like what God's doing in your life. So we asked all of our guests the same question, and that is, what part of your life is brighter now because you invited God into it?
Ooh, I love this question. I would definitely say my relationships have been much brighter since I've really invited God into those things.
Yeah.
I think last year I spent a lot of time with people who I would say were easy to love and who loved me. So like, would take you for example, DJ.
So kind.
Like I love our relationship. Like it's so reciprocal, you know, like we invite each other out, check up on each other. You
pray for each other.
Right. Like we serve each other well. And so it's easy to love you, and I feel loved by you. And so
same.
Yes.
So grateful.
And so this year I feel like God has been calling me to like be bold and take initiative and make time for people who I may not have thought of first. And so I actually have a verse because I was thinking about it the other day. And so I read from the NIV version.
Okay.
But this is Luke 6:32, and it says, "If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? You know, even sinners love those who love them." And that one hit me just a little bit, kind of knocked on my head. And I was like, wow, it's true. We're meant to be a light in this dark world. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with spending time with people who make you feel seen and who you're comfortable with. But also I think there is time to be out there and, like I said, a light in the dark.
Yeah.
So that's my friendships and being intentional with those.
That's a great answer. How has becoming a mother shaped or deepened your own faith?
I don't know if eye-opening is one word or two, but that's the word that I would say.
We're gonna go with it.
Eye-opening.
Yeah.
Like I think it's really helped paint a clearer picture on like how God sees me as His daughter.
Wow.
Yes, and how I act as a child of God, and how I should act as a child of God. And so I actually have an example from the other day. I wanted to tell you this in person, and it so happens to be on the podcast, right?
Okay.
But we finally like started Titus on like solid food.
Oh my god,
so exciting! I know, like I know your mom's gonna like that.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, my mom is gonna be freaking out.
So sweet. I know. I love that we get to bring her in on this journey.
Yeah.
But so it's a super sweet, super messy transition.
Yeah.
But it's super exciting. And so but right now it's kind of hybrid. So we are still breastfeeding. And so for the breastfeeding part, we've been doing that for 8 going on 9 months. Next week is gonna be 9 months. Yeah. And so this is nothing new for him, breastfeeding. But so it's like, and we have a routine too. So it's like we change him, and then we like I latch him, and so I have him on my lap sometimes to this day, and like I'm about to latch him, and then he does this thing where he throws his head back. Yes, and then he like starts crying. And I'm like, bro, he's my little bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, if you open your eyes, open your mouth, like you'll get food.
Yeah.
And it made me think. I'm like,
ooh.
Yes, I'm like,
that's the word.
I can be like that sometimes. You know, it's like I can be impatient. And like if I was just to open my eyes, like I can see what God has for me. But the encouraging part is that God, like in my impatience and in my doubt, like He is still faithful and He is consistent. And and like I thought about it even like more deeply, and I'm like, wow, it's like Titus, like you should know by now, like he's gonna get food. He's never been without food. And I'm like, I've never been without provision. Like,
wow, come on, Sam.
And like sometimes I'm still like I have things to do. Like I gotta finish eating myself, or maybe I'm doing laundry or something, and then I'll feed him. And so it feels delayed to him, but he still gets
it's on its way.
Exactly. And so I'm like, wow. I'm like I said, it just puts things. It makes things, yes, it colors things for me.
Some things that you shared is how your relationship to Titus, which is like mother and child, is also like mirroring your relationship with God, and how that's like showing you more insight, like how much He loves you, how much He cares for you, how much He's providing. But then also that provision is near. We just have to open our eyes. Like that is so good.
Who needs ChatGPT when you have DJ? Where Chat DJ?
You said it though. I'm just taking away what I learned, because that is true. Like even in this season, like the Lord has just provided, and even you saying that, I'm like, wow, like I've never gone in lack, and even right now, I'm not going in lack. Like my provision is near. It just looks different.
Oh my goodness,
that's so good.
I love that.
That is so good. I love that. So yeah, provision is near. We just need to open our eyes. make ourselves available. Has God revealed anything new about himself to you through parenting?
Yes. Ooh, I caught myself. I didn't say the ooh, but it was there. It was
You
there.
felt it.
But yes, I would say this is one that a lot of people may have heard, but it's like that God is outside of time.
Ooh.
Yes, and so I got an example.
Yeah.
This was, I think, actually just a week or two ago. Your girl needed a shower. And so it was just me and Titus at home. My husband and his family had gone to work.
Yeah.
So I put him in his playpen, surround him with his favorite toy.
Yeah.
Have Minnow Bible stories in the background.
Come
Minnow,
on.
shout out to Minnow. You want to sponsor us?
That would be nice.
And I have his little monitor set up that
Yeah.
plays audio and visual. And so he's chilling. So I go upstairs, hop in the shower. I've been there for 10 minutes maybe, and I hear this little cry, and I'm like, Titus, again,
okay?
little bro, Titus,
Yeah.
what? It's been 10 minutes, sir. And it just becomes more and more, so I'm having to rush and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think about it, and it reminded me of something my mom said, which is, babies, kids, they don't have a sense of time. Yes, and so to him, he's saying, my mom's gone, so I'm alone, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And it's I know it's only been 10 minutes. I know I'm just right upstairs in the shower, and it made me think, again, wow, that's me and God, I'm
wow.
yeah, and he is a good father, which a lot of us have, again, heard before.
Yeah.
But it's wow, again, I've been able to see the bigger picture of hey, it's me and my husband. His name is Johnny. Me and Johnny.
Johnny's awesome.
He is. So I concur. But I've been using that word. I don't know why. I use it daily at this point. Okay. But I concur. But we've been planning for Titus since before he was born. Since he was just in my womb.
Oh my
gosh,
girl, that
Sam.
was the thing. Yes, keep going.
It's we made sure he had clothes, a place to sleep at night, place to shower, bathe, clean himself, all the things, diapers, bottles. And it's God, he really did have good things prepared for us in advance. He had a plan and a purpose.
Come on.
Yes, you weren't just born. He's oh, what am I going to do with you? No, he had all this laid out. And I think I had a verse with this one as well.
This so one, good.
Matthew 7:11. This one says, if you, then though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? And the thing is that he's continuing that too. He didn't just stop there. Me and Johnny, we're setting aside savings for Titus, for maybe if he wants to go to college.
He's not even walking yet, but you are preparing.
Exactly. And this God, he didn't just stop with once you were born. It's continuous in the rest of your life. He had good things. And going back to the first question, you just need to walk in his will, and then his provisions will come
overflow. So. Two things that you said that stood out to me was when you went to go take a shower and you heard Titus start crying and how you rushed to him. And I think that kind of mirrors our relationship with God too, where we think that when we cry out, he's just idle, just in oh, she'll be all right, or he's just turning his head away. But when we do cry out to the Lord, he draws closer to us, and he yearns to just come and resolve, come and comfort. The same way that you did for Titus. And then the second thing you mentioned is how even during pregnancy, you both were preparing for Titus' arrival. And sometimes the Lord will spiritually plant something in us that we will one day give birth to, but we don't prepare for the dream or the vision that he's given us once it happens. We have to prepare beforehand. And for Titus to get here, it was 9 months, 40 weeks for him to get here. That's a long time.
It is, yeah.
Of just preparation and even your diet. Like, you change your diet, and that was a
Mhm.
sacrifice,
Mm.
just to fuel him and to make sure that he's healthy and well. So props to you. That's amazing. I love that you tie those two things in, that we don't have to wait for the thing to prepare. We get to prepare now for the thing. What does it look like to intentionally raise little disciples in your home right now?
So our son, he's still on the younger side. Like I said, he's about to be 9 months. So right now, we put heavy emphasis on like what he hears. So like the music that we listen to, we like to play a lot of worship and Christian music.
Yeah.
Just so that there's healthy things, healthy messages.
Oh, wow.
Things like that. And then also we like to read the word with him. We've been blessed to have like a lot of different little like children's Bibles.
Yeah.
Of course, our favorite being from DJ, Auntie DJ.
Once I found out his name, I was like,
she was ready.
I was so ready. I was like, I know exactly where I'm going to get him. Yeah.
I love it too. Yeah, it has his like name on the front. It's so cute. It has like little activities on it. So when he's older, he can kind of participate. He can still use it. Yeah. It has questions, like reflection questions at the end.
Oh, it does? I didn't know that.
Y'all, if you guys want to sponsor us too,
yes,
hey,
you can.
Hey. But it's amazing, and I love it because it's something that while Titus, again, is not of age to be in that with us yet, it's like I still ask my husband those questions, and I answer them myself. And
you're building that habit, that routine.
Exactly. Because that's something that we'd want to do once he is old enough. We want to have these conversations with him. We want him not just to know it himself, but to see it in our lives as well.
That's good.
And we get deep with it. Like it's really fun.
Wow.
What we're reading, and then also, like last but not least, like super important to us is cultivating a living environment.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes, because it's like how. Like, I had to think about it the other day. I'm like, how am I treating my husband? Like
he's being a witness to that.
Exactly. I don't want to just be a wife to Johnny and a mom to my son. Like, I want to be the example of like, hey,
that's good.
This is what a Christian woman. Exactly. Yeah. And this is hopefully there's things that I do that he wants in a future wife.
Yeah. So. Things that I wrote down was how in a different season you were a small group leader.
Yeah,
and you were so intentional about discipling them and helping them take their next step, and how beautiful it's been to like watch you do that with your own family. Like it's one thing to like walk along someone else and disciple them, and it's another to like disciple your own child. Like this is the next generation. So I think that's been super beautiful how the Lord was even preparing you in a different season on setting the foundations of like how do you disciple other people, and then he was like, oh, she's ready now, she's ready to do for her own. Like that is so beautiful how the Lord has done that. And then how you are not just talking about love, but you're showing love through your actions for Titus, and how you don't need to honestly say a lot just by what you do and how people witness it. Like that can be a greater testimony of like God's love. I think about the mission trips I've been on and how sometimes you might not speak the same language, but a hug is a hug. Like a high five is a high five.
Yeah.
Your body language, your facial expressions, like all of those things matter. And that just reminds me of like how Titus might not be able to like say a full sentence or write a full sentence right now, but he's like, oh, mom hugged dad, and like dad is holding mom's hand. Like he's seeing those things, and I think that's really beautiful that you're cultivating a space for him not to just hear it, but he's like, oh yeah, like my parents actually do it. Wow. So how do you navigate differing or overwhelming parenting advice, especially when it comes to faith? It's a big one.
Ooh, DJ.
I know.
DJ.
You're equipped for it. I know it. Amen. Give us your wisdom.
So honestly, me and Johnny, we haven't received a whole lot of faith-related parenting advice. But we have received just parenting advice in general.
Yeah.
And I think what we do can be applied to like faith-related advice. And so I've had to, come to the realization of like, I can't please everyone, like as much as I want to, like, I don't think, none of us wants to like not please someone. If you're saying yes to this person and you're also saying yes to this person, but they have contradicting opinions or advice, then it's like, then are you being
really
true? Are you being real, honest? And so, so what we have to do is, we take it back to the word.
That's
good. It's like, what does the word say? What are our convictions?
That's good.
And then we've got to talk to each other because we're one now. And so in order to move forward as one, like we've got to be on the same page. And something that we've been learning is that we're not always in agreement, but we need to come to an understanding at least.
Ooh.
So we gotta
say that again. That's so good.
So it's like we may not always be in agreement, but we come to an understanding. So what we do. Is it easy? No. But
yeah, that's not easy, but that's a word in itself. I love how you mentioned we, and how like this isn't a solo thing of like, this is what I think or this is what he thinks, but you guys come together as one, and not just like in your flesh, but you come to Christ and you bring it back to the word. So how did becoming parents change or impact your marriage?
We have something for the expected as well as the unexpected.
Go for it.
So expected, we've heard and we kind of knew that we would have less time, less energy, just in general, but then also for each other. And so it's hard, but it's the
adjustment of a new season.
It's honorable sacrifice.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's beautiful, But so what we really have to do is be intentional with each other. Like we're still dating each other. Like even though we're married, it's like this. It doesn't stop. Like what Disney doesn't tell you is that like the knot tying, that's just the beginning, because again, you're becoming one. So this is you figuring out each other and loving each other through all these new things. Especially like, with parenthood. And so, and something that I really like, we had visited one of my friends' church the other week, and they have like this young adult marriage group, which is super cool. Super cool. I love it. And the way they had put it was love is a verb. A lot of people think love is an emotion, that it's like, oh, this person makes me feel happy or makes me feel, seen, whatever.
It's a decision.
It is. It's one, and that's something that I feel like you have to learn and practice like for the rest of our lives, And so that would be for the expected. And then I think for the unexpected, okay. So we're gonna go there, guys.
Okay.
Honestly, it's our sex life. Like that's something that I just, I've seen people, with 4 or 5 kids, and I just, I thought like, oh yeah, it's like sex, boom, makes a baby, and then it's just you just go on through life and maybe on to the next kid and thing. For us, like we're having to find our way back to each other. Like I didn't realize like all the changes that that moms specifically go through. It's both physical as well as like emotional and
mentally.
All the
illies.
exactly. Like I don't want to say get back to where I was, because it's like, no, you're a new person. So it's like finding who you are now, like as a mom and thing. And so I actually have kind of a word of advice for both the man and the woman.
Come on, bring it.
I think for husbands, like to remember your wife, like just to be intentional, like, hey, like, what can I do to please her? What can I do? And not just please, like physically and sexually, like that's important too. Like, hey, make her feel seen, and it's you two becoming one. And so it's like, what can I do for her that she likes and things like that, and make it so much more enjoyable for both of you anyway. But then also it's like, you know, if she's had like a long day with the kids, or if she came home from work and, you know, now we have the kids, it's like, what are little things that you can do to brighten her day, not expecting anything in return, but like, hey, like, let me love on you as my wife. And then again, that I think brings joy, and she can actually be like, oh, like, yeah, like get in the mood and things like that. For the wife, I would say it's men. I think God really blessed men. But I would say, you know, for I think most men, their love language, it could be one of many, but is usually physical touch. And so it's like they want to feel wanted, they want to feel desired. And so I think it's okay to pursue in marriage, but to pursue in marriage and like initiate, change things up. So.
I took notes down, so future hubby, hey, I'm writing notes down.
She's ready. Do you see her outfit? Come on now, come on.
Lord, bring him. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That was all right. So as we close out this episode, what is some encouragement you would give to new moms, current moms, soon-to-be moms, anyone even like in the realm of motherhood? Like, what would your encouragement be to them?
Man, the expecting mom, and this is something that I would have loved to have heard, I think, when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
To kind of walk through that. I think when I was pregnant, I had a lot of friends and family. They asked me, and I know from like a kind heart, you know, like they did so because they were interested in like my life, or they were just curious, and with good intentions. That's the word. One, I don't think personally that the epidural is there's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting one. I would, again, pray about it with your husband, pray about it on your own time. What do you think is best for your family? I didn't feel anything bad about it. And so we ended up not getting one. That's a whole other story. But I want to let you know, as a mom to be, that you have the strength and you have the capability to bring forth life, that God has created us so beautifully, so wonderfully, so intentionally, like just from the fact that man and woman can come together to create life, that your body just knows automatically like where to go and how to provide for that new life that you're making. And so with the birth, like that's something that he's given us the power to do. And so I just wanted to encourage those of you who may be wondering which one to get, or just like scared about birth. And
that fear of it, like knowing that he's entrusted you with that child for a reason, that he will help also deliver that child too.
Yes, amen. It's so good.
That's so good.
And so yes, I just wanted to share some encouragement that he's with you. God's with you for sure. And there's a reason why, like you said, that you've been chosen to lead that next generation. I did have something to say for moms, just in general, and that there is joy in the cycle. That's something that I've been kind of experiencing myself, as well as some of my friends who are moms who I've talked to. Is that we can get very wrapped up in the day-to-day, and it can feel very much like the same, even if you're not doing the exact same task. It can feel like, you know, like you're stay-at-home moms, like, you know, you're always like cleaning, you know, grocery shopping, you know, taking care of the kids, and then laundry and all the different things, and it can just seem very mundane. And then like for those who are working, like, you know, you work and then you come home and then now you have family.
That's your second full-time job.
Exactly. And I was recently reading, I've been doing the year in the Word through the Bible app, and we recently were reading through Exodus and like the Israelites' journey. to the promised land. And during that journey, God rained down manna, which was like, whoa, like I would love to see, like, taste
just
what
to
manna is
taste
like.
it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, milk and honey.
So
come
heavenly.
on, right. And so I just know the food upstairs is gonna be busting. Anyway,
dessert table.
Ooh, hey.
That and some tacos.
And then, like, just how we're like in awe of like just like God, bringing forth manna and providing again, like something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That the Israelites, they saw that as like, they got to the point of like, man, again, it's like we're same thing every day. That it was something that God provided.
Every
and
day.
so and so it's like, even though you're at home, doing, like I said, the same chores maybe every day, or it feels like you're in this cycle, like I was saying, is that's a blessing that everyone gets to stay at home with their kids and gets to be like that one-on-one with them. And with the work, like, I know some people would love to be at home, but God still provided you with a way to, help your family. And so
that's beautiful.
Yeah, finding joy in the cycles.
I love that. Something I wrote down is like, don't overlook the mundane. Like, there's beauty in that. Like, that was a child that you prayed for. Like, this is a marriage that you prayed for. This is housing that you prayed for. Like, there's so many little blessings in that. And also, something that you mentioned is how this is kingdom work. Like, it looks different for everyone, but like better work to do than for the kingdom. So okay, something else I do want to share is for those who aren't moms yet, or who long to be a mom, there are so many ways you can come alongside your friends who are moms. I think, like, in a perfect world, it would have been so cool to like have bumps with Sam and for us to just like be in that season together. And it's okay to grieve that, to be like, man, like I want to be married and also like be a mom in the season with Sam. But I think it's really beautiful. I'm learning so much from her, and I'm so glad that she is a season ahead of me. Not really ahead, but like she is in that season currently. Because now she's going to be able to help me so much more. And I'll get to do the same for the next person. So if you don't really have kids, I would say reach out to your friends who do. A check-in goes a long way. A prayer goes a long way. Just going out and hanging out with them. Like, we do that. We'll go hang out. And it's fun. So I would also encourage you not to sulk in. Don't hide. Don't run from your friends who are in those seasons, but find ways where you can intentionally come alongside them, because you are also their friend. Just because the Lord is doing something different in that season doesn't mean that you have to shy away or be jealous or anything like that. Like, choose to be supportive and to come alongside them. It matters.
Man.
It matters, because like y'all need that love too. Like, it's not just like, oh, she's a wife, she's a mom, I guess I'm no good. Like, they need friends too. They need a community as well. So as we wrap up this conversation on raising little disciples with Mrs. Sam Maynard, I hope you see the everyday moments in your home as sacred opportunities for discipleship. Sam, thank you for sharing your heart, your wisdom, and your encouragement in your journey with us. This conversation has truly been a gift. And thank you for listening. So if this episode encouraged you, actually, I know that this episode encouraged you. So share it with a friend, maybe a mom, or even someone who is faithfully pouring into the next generation. And don't forget to share, like, and comment. We'll see you in the next episode.